Hi guys, it is me, Victoria, and today I wanted to make a video about this idea. Are vegans parcel tongues? So if you've read Harry Potter, you know, wow, this is uncomfortable. You know what a parcel tongue is. It is a special ability that really only Harry and the heir of Slytherin, Tom Riddle, have, aka Lord Voldemort, which is the ability to talk to snakes. And in the first book, Harry's visiting the zoo before he knows he's a wizard, and he starts having a conversation with a snake in the reptile house in the London Zoo. Before I was vegan, yes, I had been to the reptile house many times. So anyway, are vegans parcel tongues? See, when a vegan goes vegan, they understand something that non-vegans do not. And that is that animals are people too, as I like to think of it. They understand that animals have the same emotions that we do. And that is very hard for people to grasp because we have been brainwashed our entire lives to believe that we are special. We are exceptional. Human beings make buildings, and we're so intelligent, and we have language. Well, it turns out that animals have language too. They have some animals have like a complex language with grammar and everything, but animals also have a different kind of language, which is the language of the eyes, the language of body language, the language of something like energy, something emanating off of them, which we can only grasp through intuition. We can only grasp it through this understanding of almost this primal ancient language within ourselves. And that is why I say vegans are parcel tongues, because vegans somehow have this ability inside of them to look into an animal's eyes and understand everything it's saying. They have this ability to tap into their animal intuition to understand other animals. And non-vegans do not. Because if they did, they too would understand what these animals are saying. And I think I said this, but when I first became vegan, I read a description of all the ways animals were exploited in the dairy industry and the egg industry. And up to that point I had been vegetarian, but when I read those descriptions, I'm like, oh, okay, I need to go vegan. But I still wasn't truly vegan. Like in my heart and soul, I was not vegan. I didn't fully grasp the vegan argument until I watched some Toronto Pig Save videos of pigs going to slaughter in the cattle cars right outside the slaughterhouse, and people were taking cameras, and they focused in on the eyes of the pig. And once I really connected, looked into the eyes, that was so important for me. I couldn't just look at them from afar, like an overhead view of like 1,000 pigs. I had to individually connect with one pig, or with each pig individually. And when I did that, I saw in their eyes a sentence. Like I saw what they were saying. And I saw they were saying emotions that I've felt but are hard to put into words. It was despair. It was hopelessness. It was shyness. It was existential angst, honestly. And before I went vegan, this would have sounded crazy, like, oh yeah, a pig is experiencing existential angst. But by tapping in to my animal intuition, I knew what they were saying. And I knew in that instant that they were as complex as I am. I saw complex emotions and I understood every word. And I think that maybe not everyone has this ability to read someone's soul, to have empathy. And maybe people who aren't vegan but do have a lot of empathy and intuition, they haven't truly connected yet. They haven't connected face to face, eye to eye, soul to soul. And that is why I believe vegans have something akin to being born parcel tongues, because they have an ability not everyone has, and that is why they become vegans and others do not. So what do you think? Are you a parcel tongue? What do you think of vegans? Let me know in the comments below.